remember when you were at school and you had your sexual health education? AKA the talk. Maybe you were told things like,
the sooner we get started, the sooner it will be over for another year.
This is going to be really awkward for most of you.
Just don't have sex and you won't get pregnant or get an STI.
The video will explain everything you need to know.
Or maybe what happened was something like this.
These awkward and confusing ways of learning about sexuality might not have been very helpful. But what is worse than bad sex ed? Not having sex ed at all. Maybe you were taken out of the room because someone thought that you didn't need to learn about that sort of thing. Maybe you were sick that day, or maybe you were never even offered an opportunity to be part of the talk. This approach to sexual health education creates barriers to self-knowledge. It leads to stigma, shame, isolation, and confusion about a topic most people have unanswered questions about. It doesn't include space for questions, opinions, or conversations at all.
In fact, it leaves out the most important part of the conversation, you.
We want to make sure our workshop participants receive the information they need to make decisions about their health in a way that meets their needs, experiences, and interests. Instead of telling you what we think you need to hear, we ask workshop participants, what do you already know and what more would you like to know? That is why we use the 4 C's model: communication, comfort, care, and consent. But what about the people who are left out of these conversations and who don't get even an opportunity to receive this information? At Island Sexual Health, we recognize that our need for sexual health knowledge does not stop at school. Building sexual health knowledge is a lifelong process which must include all people of different ages, backgrounds, and beliefs. Breaking Down Barriers program supports youth in recovery, new moms, community workers, people living with disabilities, supported housing, service providers, families, and Indigenous communities. Really, anyone who wants to have this conversation with us.
Often we talk about why sexual health education is important. We focus on lower STI rates and unintended pregnancies, which is great. However, sexual wellness is much more than that. It is about self-esteem, health literacy, healthy relationships, a personal understanding of our bodies, empathy, and healthy communities.
In order to continue to shift the conversation from an awkward talk to an ongoing conversation, Island Sexual Health needs your help. Each dollar you give provides people that are often left out of sexual health education the opportunity to be included in the conversation. That's why we're asking you to consider us for Giving Tuesday and help us to break down barriers so people get the education they need and deserve.